Is it?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. So I formally welcome you all on behalf of DEEP. DEEP stands for Developmental, Encouraging and Effective Parenting. And today we are going to discuss about this role. The discussions flow will be, we will discuss about the organization which has invited you today to attend this discussion, host of the program. We'll also discuss about scope of parental coaching as a career. If any one of you wish to get into this role, they want to build this career as a parent coach during their parental journey as well. So what is the scope of this career in India? And why parent coaching is important, we'll touch upon this topic as well. Who parent coaches are, how they work, how they serve these families, and how they earn, which is the most important question. How do they earn? That we will discuss. And if you wish to become one parenting coach, how you can become one parenting coach, we will also throw some light on this. And as an association of parent coaches, how we support our coaches, that will be we will be discussing today. So it will be 45 minutes to 1 hour discussion, and I don't want to make it a monologue. I would really appreciate if you quickly respond to the discussion, to the queries where I seek your views. You can also respond through a chat box. Your viewpoints will definitely be making this discussion much more worthy. So I will be inviting you to take your viewpoint. I will be really appreciating if you give quick responses. So first I'll talk about this organization. DEEP stands for Developmental, Encouraging and Effective Parenting, and it is an association of parent coaches, which got established in 2015. On 7th of August 2015, we started. This year, in August month only, we completed our 8 years in this journey. We were 13 coaches when we started with this association. Today, we are 1,784 coaches in 16 different countries. With this number, we are world's largest group of parent coaches. I will definitely share, Deepika, this presentation for sure. So with this number, we are world's largest organization of parent coaches. And so far in India, it's an only association of parent coaches. So that's about us. And in India, if we talk about, we have trained close to 1 million parents in last 8 years. Through our coaches, we have trained 10,50,000 parents, and we are serving close to 190 school brands. More than 1,000 schools we have served, 190 school brands we have served. Almost all national brands we are serving. And the next milestone for which all our coaches are working hard is to enable 5 million parents by 2024. 1 million we have so far trained, 4 millions more to go. Big journey, big number, and shorter span of time. That is why we need more people like you to come off this role and help the world around. So that's about us, that we have trained 1 million parents so far. 5 million is our target, and we are an association of parent coaches, and we have presence in 16 different countries other than India. Now, the next topic under this discussion is to talk about the scope of this career as a parent coach. So that I'll establish by seeking your viewpoint. I hope you will agree with me on this, that child development remains the prime objective of any family. Do you agree with this fact? That when it comes to prime agenda of any family, child development remains on top. Do you agree? A quick yes will be helping. Thank you, Neelamji. Thanks, Deepika. Appreciate quick responses. Yeah. Thank you, Day. Means when it comes to our family's role, it's very important in child development, a role of a parent. There are many variables which are responsible for child development. We have identified that these two variables act as strong pillars to build strong foundation of child development. Role of a parent and role of education system. Do you agree that these two act as pillars, foundational pillars for their development? Education system in early age and role of a parent. Agree? Thank you. Thanks a ton. And believe me, most of the parents will agree with the fact that education system is very important for child development and role of a parent is very important. Both are equally important. So if both are equally important, let's see how much weightage we have given so far to each pillar. If we talk about education system, we all parents, we know it's an important pillar. We are very conscious about it while selecting the school. We pay to it. We invest in education. Even society is is serious about this pillar. Even government is serious about this pillar. They are they're trying to improve this education system every year. They have budgets. They have ministries. They have this different departments being made, and they're trying. Private and government organizations are working hard to improve the system, and they're also trying to improve life of people working in the system, whether they are teachers, right, whether they are this students, school leaders. And new education policy, the recent change, it also advocates that some work is going on this pillar to strengthen this pillar or to improve this pillar, right? Have you seen any intervention of government to improve role of a parent in child development, to train them, to guide them, how to raise their kids, how to talk to them, how to correct them? Have you seen? Tell me, any department you know, any budget, any ever dedicated to it? Have you seen? On education system, so we are giving enough importance. We are investing a lot in education system. Are we investing in improving the role of a parent as society, as nation, as government? Tell me. Have you seen any intervention? No. Can we say that this particular pillar is not at all important? Can we say that? No. There are private players working. There are private this organization, but still there is no much work done. So far, if I talk about in India, there are around 50 to 60 crore parents in the country. And all the work which has been done by these private players like us, we have trained not more than 30-35 lakh parents. I'm giving you the highest number. So far in last 10-15 years, this is the maximum parents being touched on this topic, parental coaching or parenting. This is the maximum number. And the total count is 50 to 60 crore parents. And to tell you, every year, the new parent count is 3 crore. Every year, 3 crore new parents are joining this bigger group of parents. So even if we focus on 3 crore parents, it will take long time. Means in last 10-15 years, we have trained this 30 lakh parents. So if you only focus on new parents, this will take long time to cover up this gap. And it's not that only number is visible. Nowadays, parents are vocal about their problems. I've seen that so many of you are from teaching background. There are so many those who are counselor, consultants, teachers running their preschools. I'm sure you must be experiencing that your parents are coming and asking so many questions about child development and parenting. Yes or no? They're asking. Have you heard parents complaining about my child is not sitting at one place for long? What to do? They are unable to focus and concentrate on studies. What to do? Have you heard? A very common saying कि इसका ध्यान ही नहीं है पढ़ाई में. Otherwise बहुत intelligent है, but they are not focused. Have you heard? They complain about it. You must have heard parents complaining about child's tantrums, their passionate demands. You must have heard parents complaining about kids glued to screens, mobile phone. You must have heard parents complaining about child's shyness, their confidence. Have you heard? Not eating without mobile phone, not writing Have you heard parents complaining about the child is not willing to write? Confidence is not up to the mark. The child is not sharing things, not talking to us. And if parents have teenagers at home, the problems are different. Then their problems are bigger. The child is getting rebel, not disciplined, influenced by their peer group. They are not talking to us, and many more. I'm sure you heard these questions in your surroundings. Other parents are discussing with you, or maybe as a parent, you may have discussed with your colleague or with your relative or with a teacher. Possible. As a mother, if you have to answer, as a father, if you have to answer. Have you asked these questions to someone, to friends? It's a part of our discussion. And can we keep these questions unaddressed? Tell me, can we keep these questions unaddressed? Let's not address these questions. It will impact development of child, and that's where the role of a parent coach fits in. The one who is going to address all these questions, the one who is going to make the child development easy and smooth, which is going to, a coach who's going to make these parents effective in their role. And if we go with the descriptive definition of a parent coach is the one who is going to help parents with parenting challenges by offering them alternative perspectives. Why alternative perspectives? Because standard perspective will not help everyone. I hope you will all agree with me that ready-made solutions cannot help all the parents. What worked at my place as a strategy, is it sure that it'll work at your place with your child? Can it be any ready-made solution which will be helping all? Can we say that? No. And that is where we focus on assessment of the case. We understand the family dynamics, the child, the parent, and then we provide an apt perspective to the clients. So it's a tailor-made solution which we work on. We never go with ready-made solutions. The modus operandi which we have is completely different from the usual approaches. We have a very structured format of assessment, and after assessment, our coaches help parents with alternative and apt strategies and solutions. So they help them resolve their parenting challenges and they help them achieve their parenting goals through their coaching interventions. And there are three different ways coaches are helping families. This is a very common question, that how coaches work. How do they earn? There are three ways these coaches are helping families. First is they help them with personal coaching interventions, where a family will come up with a problem to them, and then after assessment, they will be doing coaching interventions with them to resolve their problems. So it's one-to-one solutions, and this is the most effective way of helping a family. In these one-to-one interventions, coaches are charging per intervention around 1,000 to 1,500 rupees they charge for 35 to 45 minutes intervention. And usually a case which comes to you, around 3 to 4 interventions on an average it takes to sort a problem with a case. So if one case is coming to you, on an average 4 to 5,000 rupees they pay you. 1,000 to 1,500 rupees per intervention we charge. Second approach of help is where these coaches do workshops and seminars, trainings in schools and corporates. Schools invite them, regular schools and preschools, and also corporates invite them to do workshops. And over here they charge 10,000 to 15,000 rupees for one workshop, one day workshop. Preschools pay lesser, around 5,000. But this is not major earning which we focus on, because if you do a workshop in a school, it will give you personal clients. So major earning we get from personal coaching, but still schools and corporates pay a token amount for doing these workshops, seminars, and training. Schools pay lesser, corporates pay more. That's how it is. And the third approach of helping families is introducing your own courses on parenting. Coaches can launch their course, short-term or long-term courses on parenting. You will be supported You will be given content. You will be able to launch your own course on parenting. So short course is available of 2 days, and long course is available of 3 months, which you can launch for the parents. So you can run these courses from 500 to like 5,000 rupees is the fees per participant, which these coaches are charging. You can launch your course online, and online is a bigger market. It's scalable and most remunerative. We train you for all digital marketing training and all, how to create funnels. We give you tech support also, but these are the 3 ways coaches are earning so far. Right? So there's one more question which is asked about parent coaching is why do somebody need parent coaching? Most of the parents think that I know my kids better. So how can a third party can help me in parental coaching? I know my child better. I'm sure many of you must be thinking on this line. मुझसे ज्यादा बच्चे को बेहतर कौन जाने? How can a coach help me in this? Of course, you know better to your child, but coach is not telling you what your child is. They tell you how the information which you have about your child, the experiences you have, how to effectively design solutions based on this information. That's what they have done. But still, just to establish this fact that why parent coaching is important, why every parent need guidance, some basic knowledge training on this, coaching on this. I will be answering this question by asking 2 questions which I usually ask to my clients. I'm asking you, and I expect response of all the parents over here. Those who are parents, please respond. How many of you agree that this role of a parent is very important when it comes to child development? For child development, parents' role is very important. Quick. Do you agree? Your quick response will be helping me. I think every parent over here will agree that my role is important for child development. We know this. Now, my second question to you is that do you also agree that this role is getting tougher and complex with the changing time? The way the lifestyle is changing, this role of a parent is getting tougher and complex. If question to these both, the answer to these both questions is yes, then I want to take you to the history of mankind. If we value every role which is available in society, right? If we know that role of a doctor is very important and it is tough. Way back, sometime we got standard qualification to become a doctor because we realized that role of a doctor is important and tough. The day we realized the role of a teacher is important and tough, we brought standard qualification to become a teacher. If we realize role of a lawyer, architect is an important role and it is tough, we brought standard qualification for those roles. Every role which is available in our society, we have some basic qualification to get into that role. Yes or no? Even if it's plumber's role, there is basic qualification for that. Whether it is a hairdresser, there is basic qualification for that. And we all agreed that role of a parent is very important role and it is also getting tough. Do we have any basic qualification on how to raise the kids, how to talk to them? We all over here, we all are applying our own wisdom. If you are already a parent, you have applied your wisdom. पहले 6 महीने के बाद हमारे पास कोई नहीं आया ये बताने के लिए how to talk to them, how to correct them, how to get things done. Initially, when they were infants, somebody came in our life to tell कि इसे नहलवाना कैसे है, खिलाना कैसे है, burping कैसे करवानी है. उसके लिए few people came in our life. After that, nobody came. Yes or no? Nobody came to tell you how to do it. You are doing it, but you are applying your own wisdom. That is why everyone has their own approach. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. Can we say that all the strategies which we applied, it worked? Few worked, few didn't work. If I'm asking all the mothers and fathers over here that do you confess, do you agree that sometime unknowingly, unwantedly, and unconsciously, our actions, our behaviors, and our deeds hurt our kids, it hinder their growth, it hinder their development. हो सकता है चाहकर तो कोई नहीं करेगा. There is no parent who will be doing it knowingly, but unknowingly or unconsciously we may end up hindering their growth. We may end up hurting them. Do you confess? जैसे मैं एक क्वेश्चन पूछता हूं आपसे, I hope you quickly respond to it. How many of you want, if I ask this question to all the parents around me, how many of you want your kids to be independent in life? How many of you want your kids to be bold, independent early in life? How many of you? कोई है जो कहेगा कि नहीं चाहिए जी, I don't want my child to be independent or bold? There's nobody. I'm sure. I hope you agree with this. There's no parent जो ये कहे जी कि I don't want it, regardless to the gender of child. Every parent wants, even if it is daughter, they want their child to be bold and independent. Right? Should not be dependent. This is our intent. This we all want as parents. But surprisingly, the research says 65% of parents, those who come from urban and semi-urban areas, they are doing parenting ulta, other way around. Through their parenting, they are not making their kids independent, rather they are making them dependent. 65% of urban and semi-urban parents. They are doing helicopter parenting with their kids, overprotective parenting. Their kids can do a lot of things at their own, but parents don't allow them to do it. Do you see your surroundings? Maybe many a time we end up doing it. Yes or no? Something a child can do, but still we keep doing it for them. That means this is not my intent. मैं चाहता नहीं हूँ ऐसा, but I end up doing it. Why I end up doing it? Because I'm not effective in my approach. The question is not about whether you are good parent or a bad parent. You all are good parents. Everybody is a good parent. The question is not about good or bad parent. Question is always about being effective. Are we? Being mindful. Are we? आपने क्या अपनी सराउंडिंग्स में देखा? Have you seen that there are parents, those who gifted PlayStations, Xbox, and some gaming devices to their kids? Have you seen? 8-8, 9-9, 10-10 साल के बच्चों को they have gifted PlayStations to play video games. They have given independent phones. They have given some play consoles. See your surroundings. Do you see? Tell me. There are parents. The one who has gifted that gadget to the child to play games, ask them that why they gifted. The answer will be, I want to see my child happy. For their pleasure purposes, for their entertainment, they have gifted it. For their pleasurable engagements, they have gifted it. Now, the day this parent will get to know how these 3D view engagements can harm their child's brain development, believe me, these parents will not gift this stuff to them, provided they know the harm. If they don't know the harm, they are gifting it. Intention is not wrong, but unknowingly, by gifting those gadgets, they are impacting child's brain development badly. They're hindering the child development. It's leading to mental hyperactivity. ADD, attention deficit disorder, is triggered by those gadgets, but parents are gifting because they don't know the scientific harm, the biological harm attached to it. They know the games are not good, but उन्हें ये नहीं पता कि what is the extent of harm attached to it. If they don't know, they keep doing it. The day they will get to know it, they will be restricting themselves to gift these things to kids, provided they know the harm.
Can I say something?
Yes.
So I have been a teacher for quite some time now, and I have seen parents doing these kind of things for their children. Most of the times, parents do not have any time for them. That is one criteria.
One of the big reasons.
That they say कि हमारे पास तो बच्चे के लिए time ही नहीं है. Secondly, also like many of us, when we visit the malls or anything, you see small toddlers in their prams, in their strollers, holding a device in their hand. क्योंकि वो बच्चा रोए ना, उसको आप एक device पकड़ा देते हैं. तो basically parents are kind of trying to shirk their own responsibility and providing these things to children, which later on, when they get addicted to, I mean, then it's the child's fault. So
Absolutely.
I I notice all these things every day in school, and it is just so sad that parents are, not at all thinking of their children's future, and not at all thinking what all these things are going to lead to them in the harm that all these things are going to,
Absolutely. In
have
future.
on their brain later on in life.
Now, this is absolutely right. These could be the reasons they don't have time,
Yeah.
they are not available. But so far, what we have identified, we have seen as an experience with us, that there are many parents, those who were doing it, and they controlled it. But कब control किया? When they got a reason to control. When they actually got to know the scientifically, rationally, logically, what exactly is the harm and how it is harming and what is the impact. The moment we make them much conscious about it, then few will get a reason to control it, and they controlled. There are parents, those who controlled also. Not everyone, but only those who got a reason to control. I think as a coach, many a time our job is to give them reasons. Because आज भी there are few things which are falling under not good category. और जब तक वो not good category में रहेंगी, तब तक होती रहेंगी. जब वो harmful category में आ जाएगी, तो होनी बंद हो जाएगी. अब इसका मैं एग्जांपल देता हूँ आपको. मतलब वो पेरेंट्स, the one who is unable to control, they can control, provided they have a right definition in mind that what are the consequences. जैसे मैगी, हम सबको पता थी कि मैगी इज नॉट गुड, मैदा है, इट्स नॉट गुड, but still we kept investing in Maggie. Am I right, wrong? Agree? It is part of our kitchen. It remain part of our kitchen for a long time.
फ्रैंकली स्पीकिंग, आज तक मैंने कभी मैगी खाया ही नहीं, मेरे घर में कभी बनाया ही नहीं.
आपने नहीं खाई, but I'm talking बिक रही है. It's a good, it's a highly sold this fast food so far. So why? Because people knew that it's not good. That is, they kept investing in. But एक दिन आया जब एक बहुत बड़ी न्यूज आई that Maggie has some poisonous substance and this and that, harmful. People stopped investing in it. क्योंकि उस दिन जब वो न्यूज आई, वो मैगी स्विच कर गई नॉट गुड कैटेगरी से हार्मफुल कैटेगरी. और जैसे ही हार्मफुल कैटेगरी में आई, पीपल स्टॉप्ड इन्वेस्टिंग इन इट. फिर टेंट्रम मैटर नहीं किया कि चाइल्ड्स टेंट्रम क्या थे, वो मांग रहा था, वो छोटा था कि बड़ा था, डिडंट मैटर. वी स्टॉप्ड इन्वेस्टिंग इन इट. कई ऐसी चीजें हैं जो हमें पता ही नहीं है कि हाउ एंड इन व्हाट वे इट कैन हार्म. द डे यू विल गेट टू नो दैट हार्म, बिलीव मी, पेरेंट्स विल बी एबल टू स्टॉप इट. हर पेरेंट में इतनी ताकत है कि वो गलत चीजें रोक सकते, प्रोवाइडेड उसे पता हो कि ये गलत है क्यों. सो फार तो इट्स, दे फील लाइक इट इज नॉट गुड. नॉट गुड के चक्कर में दे कीप इंट्रोड्यूसिंग लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स. नॉट गुड है, इट्स नॉट, दे डोंट नो द एक्सटेंट ऑफ हार्म. द डे दे विल गेट टू नो, things will be changed. Absolutely, the same goes with these drinks and other packed food. But my point is, we need to know the harm. The more we are clear with the definitions, the better we would be able to control. But what you pointed out is a prominent reason why parents are doing it. They don't have time. Out of guilt, they're doing it, right? And there are many things they are doing unknowingly, unwantedly, unconsciously. They don't choose, but they end up doing it. And that's where the mindfulness helps. We ultimately, we are not making them good parents. Good though they are already. We are making them mindful. We are making them effective. And our coaches, their strength is their content. Means, since we are an association, our content is supported by many individuals. Like in our association, there are a lot of pediatricians, there are a lot of doctorate in psychology, there are a lot of NLP practitioners, a lot of school principals are there, a lot of mothers are there, homemakers, there are a lot of fathers are there, HR professionals are there, right? And almost people from all domains, pediatricians, gynecologists, right? Early childhood educators, preschool owners, many people are there, and everyone is contributing in the content. So if the content is supported by many brains, many ideologies, it becomes great. It is going great gradually, and our content is not general content on parenting. It is very specific to the age specific this needs of child. If anyone who is raising toddler or a preschooler, we have a separate content. Anyone who is raising 6 to 12 years old kids, we have a separate content for them. And those who are raising teens and adolescents, we have a separate content. I'm sure if any one of you is raising teenager, you must have realized when they were toddlers, there were different challenges and this opportunities. The moment they get into mid school, challenges are different, opportunities are different, and now teens may only challenges are visible to us. So we have seen this journey. If you are raising teenagers, I'm sure you have seen the different scenarios, and that's what we do. We have different content for different age brackets, which makes this content very much superior. And even those who wish to get into parental coaching, many of you are there, those who want to know that if I wish to become a parent coach, how I can become. I'm sure how many of you want that? Do let me know that how I can become a parent coach quickly. Just write down why. I'll get to know what your intent. How many of you want that? What is the way forward? So, Uday, Shruti, Razi, Anju, many of us are there, those who want to know what next. So, as an association of parent coaches, we conduct a lot of train the trainer programs, right, for our would-be coaches. What is train the trainer program? The format of train the trainer program is very thorough, where we train people, coach people so that they can further train parents. That is why it is very thorough in nature, and we call it TTT in a short form, train the trainer, wherein we will be discussing all the possible perspectives of each situation. Training a parent is different, and training a parent coach is different. When I have to train you as a parent, I have to just talk about your problems and those perspectives which fits in your situation. That's enough. But when I have to develop you as a parent coach or a trainer who is further going to help all type of parents, then this training has to be thorough, detailed. So our trainings there are 3 different level of certifications that we have, which is the first level certification is 2 plus 10 days, means 12 days. First level discussion is. Second level is 7 plus 1, 8 days certification, and third is 5 plus 1, 6 days certification. So there are 3 certifications we offer for each level. These are classroom, and further after that, after classroom training, there will be on-job training. So classroom trainings are divided into 3 brackets: foundational course, toddlers and preschooler, teens and adolescents, and mid-schoolers. We do these programs live. It's not pre-recorded sessions. It's live, where we will discuss cases live. We will talk. We are live present, where you can ask questions and your questions will be addressed there and then. So we do, that is why, since it is live, it happens on the standard timings. So we have in August 3 upcoming batches. One is starting on 17th August. It's a morning batch, 7 to 9 a.m. batch, which is starting on 17th of August, day after tomorrow. So we have another batch starting, 2 batches starting on 29th August. One is 11 to 1 p.m. batch, second is 7 to 9 p.m. batch, noon batch and late evening batch. So then we have another evening batch, 4 to 6 p.m. starting on 31st of August. People choose these batches based on their comfort of time. So you see your comfort, which time suits you. Every day we meet for 2 hours, and we do these trainings on weekdays. Weekends are off. So these options you have, you can choose if you wish to join these programs. These timing options are there, which we will later also share with you. And these all 3 programs are certification courses. You get certified as a parent coach, and you also become a member of association. And through this certification, you can work in India and abroad also, in private and government organizations. Recording of all days will be shared with you. Put together, if we do all 3 levels, it takes 30-35 days. So that is why we know there could be days where you can miss any session, but we provide recording of each day post training. That means if I missed today's program, before tomorrow's program, I can see the recording and I can match up the content. These recordings are for lifetime access. You can access these recordings lifetime. Once you become a coach, your profile will be visible on the website. If you want to see other coaches' profile, you can visit deepparentingcoaches.com. You can see profile of other coaches, right? PPT content and ebooks will be shared with you during this program. Around 16-17 books we will be sharing with you, and all these books are ebooks. You need not to invest in books. Content and PPTs will be shared with you during the program, and investment in each program is different. Certificate is valid, Anjuji, across. Membership is lifetime, and I'll tell you what all membership benefits are there. It is certified from Association of Parenting Coaches in India, which is certifying. For each level, there is different investment. Our first level program, which is 12 days program, 10 plus 2 days, it's 4,000 rupees. Second level program is 3,000 rupees. Third level program is 2,000 rupees. And once you become a coach with us, you enjoy membership benefits, and all membership trainings are free. In membership training, there are a lot of trainings like cyber safety, healthy teens, healthy India. I'm just giving some examples: creative infographic, book writing, book reading, right? And many programs are there. And these programs are primarily for the content, for marketing, for promotion, for digital marketing. Today, when you want to launch a course, all tech support services, these trainings are free of cost. Almost every day we are doing. Our coaches are working, Anjuji, in India, in UK, USA, Canada, Iceland, Germany. In Middle East, we are there. Our coaches are working in Dubai, then Sharjah, Bahrain, Kuwait. In African countries, we are working in Kenya, right? And then European countries, they are working, and with this same certification, they are working in India and abroad. We have total 1,784 coaches in 16 different countries. So with the same certification, they're working. Fee, if you want to, like I told you, that investment in all three programs is around 9,000 rupees if you go level by level. If you wish to do this registration for all the three programs in one go, then 2,000 is your discount. Means you invest in first two levels and you get all three levels. By investing 6,998, you will be getting all three programs. If you want to do level by level, then fee is same. There's no discount. But if you want to do together all three levels, then 2,000 is the discount which you get. For details, I can share some details with you which you can visit. It is only course Raji required. How can I join if I'm working from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m.? Deepika, then there is a problem because the last program which we do is 7 to 9 p.m. So that's a concern. Because these are live sessions, not recorded, because recorded may there'll be a lot of questions at your end during the case studies. Recording, so you will not be getting that value. You have to help the parents. At least your all queries need to be resolved.
Sir, because I am working in a school and I leave the house at 7 a.m. and
I can understand.
By 6:30 in the evening, because ours is a day boarding school. It gets over only at 5.
I can understand, but still I'm going to tell you the design. Recordings are available, but still we expect that coaches shall attend this program live. So you visit deepparentingcoaches.com just to visit profile of coaches. And I also expect if you spare some time to visit deepparenting.com. Right? And how we support our coaches. Training is anyways, training you attended, you became a parent coach. How our organization is helping people to establish their business. Knowledge and content support is regular. Every month there are programs which we keep doing. You can keep updating your content regularly. After this 3 levels, every month training support trainings are free. We also help you with marketing support, marketing and collateral supports. A 90 days action plan. After becoming a coach, your first 90 days are very important. We help you with a structured plan of 90 days, which helps you to build your brand and credibility within that time. We help you with tech support. If you visit deepparentingcoaches.com, you will see every coach has their own micro website. So the same way you will get your micro website, landing pages, payment gateways. Even we support our coaches um, to launch their programs on our applications, mobile apps, and our learning management system. If you want to see this how we support them, you can visit deepparenting.org, or you can, if you're an Android phone user, you can download an app called Deep Parenting. There are multiple programs like that. कई free programs भी हैं. You can go and see those free programs by our coaches. और आपको, if you want to see it on laptop, you can visit deepparenting.org. Otherwise, you can download an app, Deep Parenting, and visit those free programs. You will get to see that even in free programs, how these coaches are delivering value. So tech support, we have an internal winter program called Upfeed, where coaches train coaches. This is also for supporting coaches. Once you get out of your classroom training, you will be supported by a coach for 1 year. 1 year mentoring is there. You will be aligned to a senior mentor who will be helping you in your coaching interventions, and they will also help you to reach out to schools and all with proposals and everything. They also help you in supporting to launch your courses, because that also requires expertise. They help you with that. They help you with proposals to schools also. We are already serving so many schools. So ready-made proposals you are getting to reach out to schools and proposing your services to them. That's how we are supporting our coaches in terms of knowledge, marketing, and ongoing support for 1 year. Post 1 year, you are capable enough to go for it. It's not that after 1 year we are not present. You are there. We have communities. Every year's ki coaches ki community is there. So you're part of a community post your training, and you get regular updates on what's coming up, any update or so. And if other coaches are taking some initiative, you can also be part of those initiatives along with them. Right? That's how we support. And to know more about it, I'm sure, see, online training, I'm sure you attended so many trainings earlier also. Sometimes experience of people in online training is not so good. So that is why they are very conservative sometimes to think of if it is online, whether it is worth investing of time and money. I just request you, since you opted to give time today in this program, you already spent some 50 minutes in this discussion. I request you to give 10 more minutes. Our training coordinators will share a link with you of our Facebook page, review section of our Facebook page. Please read reviews. There are hundreds of reviews of people, those who attended these programs. Please read their reviews. They have written their real-time review about this program. And all these coaches, since we are sharing their Facebook profile with you, you can check their Facebook profiles, who they are. Many of them are doctors, many of them are principals, many of them are doctorates, right, in psychology or other domains. Many are trainers, many are mothers, fathers, corporate professionals, HR professionals, gynecologists. Please read the reviews. I'm sure when you read these reviews, it will make your decision easy. At least when you are going to invest your time and money in this program, you will be sure that you're going to get worth. So far, we haven't got any 4.9 review. That's their experience. And I assure you, whatever you're going to invest your time and money in this program, you're going to get 10 times worth of that program. I'm not boasting about it. That is how it is designed. Whatever we claim, even more than that. So please read these reviews. And if you visit deepparentingcoaches.com and you wish to talk to any coach, their phone number, their email IDs are there. You can go and read their personal reviews about it. It will help you to have clear understanding of whether it's worth investing in this program or not. And if you have any query, you can ask. I'm open for questions. Is there any training after course? Yes, Raji, regular trainings are there every month. There are trainings. Ridhima is asking any session in September. Yes, there are certain sessions in September. there'll be no more morning program available in September. Other timings are available: 11 to 1, 7 to 9, and at the end of September those programs will start. So you can avail those programs. Yes, any other query you have? Yes, any query if you have? All set? No query? This recording, I'm sure many of you attended between the discussion. All levels are back to back. It's all level back to back. Means once if we complete today's program, maximum 1 day break we take, and then we continue. But even if you register for all 3 programs, you can attend these programs anytime. Every month there are programs. You can choose to do 1 program each month. But so far what we have experienced, it's so engaging program. If you attended first level, 100% you will be attending next level in row only. तब तक जब तक आपके पास कोई बहुत ज्यादा आप कहीं काम ना हो, कोई इमरजेंसी ना हो, तब तक people do it in continuity.
Sir, so I just wanted to ask you one thing, that 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. is the same program that is going to happen for the 4 times in a day, or is it
same, absolutely same program. Different batches are there because different time suits to different people. So we have different batches. Same. Dates are different. Only 2 batches are there which are starting on 29th of August at on same date, 11 to 1 and 7 to 9. So what people do, they join both the programs. So अगर एक दिन एक miss कर लिया तो दूसरा attend कर लिया. Otherwise recordings तो anyways they will get. Yes, Anju ji.
I want to know the content of the program is based on any kind of research, or it is developed by this team of coaches only?
No, it is based on the content is based on definitely a lot of psychological theories and research. A lot of books we refer to. So content is not just anything coming from our mind. It's well tested. Even there are few concepts which are 60 years old but still applicable today. So, which is based on certain experiments being done in the past. So we incorporated those topics. I'll request our training coordinators to share the agenda with you. Please see the agenda. You'll get a fair idea about it, what all areas we are touching upon in each level.
Sure. And also the query, somebody already made this, but I was a little lost in the conversation. If I enroll for all the 3 programs at one time, and I take up the session from 11 to 1 p.m. That time suits me best. तो इसमें क्या तीनों लेवल्स का कवर होगा कि कैसा रहेगा ये?
11 to 1 में पहले 12 दिन चलेगा फर्स्ट लेवल, फिर उसके नेक्स्ट 7 to 8 डेज सेकंड लेवल, उसके नेक्स्ट 5 to 6 डेज फिर अगले अपना कंटिन्यूटी में रहेगा. इफ यू वांट टू डू इट कंटिन्यूटी, अगर आप कह रहे हो कि मुझे पहले ब्रेक लेना है, अगले मंथ आई विल स्टार्ट एट 11:01 वाला बैच में आई वांट टू डू, तो यू कैन डू इट दैट वे आल्सो.
अच्छा अच्छा, ठीक है, तो फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी इज देयर रादर. ठीक है सर, थैंक यू.
Any other query? At the end, I just want to tell you that if you are willing to get into this role, this is one of the best option, right, available in the country. I'm not boasting about it. You please read the reviews. You talk to any coach, right, by visiting deepparentingcoaches.com and get their review and feedback. It will be very easy for you to make a decision.
After we complete all 3 courses, so we become a coach with your company, or do we become a coach? Like, how does it work?
It's not a company. It's an association of parent coaches. Okay. So we are not a company first. It's registered under Society Act as an association of parent coaches. You have 2 options. You want to work with the name of Deep, you can work. If you want to build your own brand, you can work with your own brand. 90% coaches have their own brand. आज भी आप जितनी रील्स देखते हो पेरेंटिंग पे या कुछ, वो 80-90% कोचेस डीप से ट्रेन है, जितने भी हैं. सो दे हैव देयर ओन ब्रांड्स. लाइक कई कोचेस हैं coachdeepika.com they have, right? Just say parenting with Deepika, parenting with Steffi. That's how they name it. कहीं उन्हें नाम रखा है joyful parenting, mindful parenting, multiple names they have given to their work, and they are doing coaching with their own brand. Even we help you to register with your own brand. अब कई coaches आते हैं housewives and they don't know how to get that registered. We help you in getting your brand registered also. Right?
Okay, so I wanted to ask you one thing. My daughter is a psychotherapist. Like she also does everything online, but she also has her own buddy therapies and her own therapies. So they discuss clients, they discuss strategies. So will we also have this kind of a platform?
For 1 year.
For 1 year.
For 1 year, एक तो community है. You can discuss cases with community. You will be aligned to a senior mentor, one individual who will be there with you for 1 year. You can text them. I want to talk to you about a case. They will talk personally with you, not on WhatsApp. They'll talk personally with you. So that buddy, not buddy groups, it's a buddy assigned to you in the work for 1 year. Yes, Anju ji.
फिर मुझे जानना था कि ट्रेनिंग के कुछ असाइनमेंट्स भी रहेंगे क्या पोस्ट द ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम?
Not assignments. There's a 90 days plan. In that 90 days plan, there are certain assignments which you have to do for your branding purposes, for your marketing purposes. But as such, कोई assignment नहीं है. We give you a lot to read, which we expect that you will be reading.
ओके, टाइम इज द फैक्टर, बाकी कुछ नहीं. और उसको डेडलाइन रहेगा क्या असाइनमेंट कंप्लीशन को?
ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. पीपल गो विद देयर कंफर्ट. अब देखो, अगर किसी का डिसाइडेड है कि आई कंप्लीटेड अ प्रोग्राम बट मैं 1 महीने की ब्रेक के बाद बिजनेस शुरू करूँ, उसके बाद शुरू कर ले अपना प्लान. बट जिस दिन शुरू किया उसके बाद दे हैव टू बी डेडिकेटेड. अब मैं ये नहीं कह रहा कि हर कोच इज डेडिकेटेडली गिविंग 90 डेज. मैं कहता हूँ 40-50% भी अगर वो अपना प्लान फॉलो कर गए, so they grown in their role. They are confident. They have a tribe of followers. They have a brand. They have a credibility, which we expect. तो 90 दिनों में अगर वो 40-50% भी कर गए अपना काम, so they will have everything in place to be launched as a coach. Right.
तो आपकी तरफ से कुछ ऐसा मैंडेटरी नहीं है कि like there are I've done other programs where they have fixed assignments कि इतने आपको 6-7 करने ही हैं and then you'll be certified.
नहीं ऐसा कुछ मैंडेटरी. We expect attendance.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Yes. Any other query? All set. Good to go. Recordings will be given. If you are thinking on कि मैं miss कर जाऊंगा या कुछ हो जाएगा, you will be getting recordings. Right. Timings are available. These training coordinators, those who invited you in this program, they will be contacting you. They will be sharing details with you, agenda and other things. Please go through that agenda and make up your mind.
And if we have some queries after seeing the videos and all, then we will, jump into the next class and ask to you, sir.
Absolutely right. Okay. क्योंकि recording after जैसे program खत्म हुआ, after that program, same day we try to give that recording so that they have good time to see it before next year's class.
Okay, thank you.
Sir, the course that is starting on 29th of August will go on till how long you said? If I enroll for
35
all 3 levels.
All
30
3 levels.
35
Weekends,
at the stretch continuously.
Weekends are off. Saturday, Sunday is off.
Monday to Friday this is
Monday
going
to
to happen.
Friday.
2 hours. Okay.
2 hours.
Okay.
All set? So thank you. I am grateful that you opted to be in this discussion on Sunday evening. Thank you, Deepika. Thanks, Atan. Thanks, Rupal. Thanks, DS. Thanks, Steffi. Thanks, Yogita ji. Thanks, Ekta. Thanks, Uday. Appreciate your presence. Thanks, Urvi. Thanks, Aparna, Neetu, Razi, Shruti. Thank you, Anju. Thanks, Yogita. Thanks, Namrata. Thanks, Mary, Sebastian. Appreciate your presence. Grateful to you. I hope you got value of your time. Bye-bye. See you.
Thank you, sir.
Bye.